Hello and welcome to another art stream. I'm going to be doing the last day of February, so I'll be working on a few different prompts. I got a fun idea that I'm going to try out today that I was working on during some breaks at work. So it might work for some of these. I'm not sure. It won't work for all of them, obviously. But I was thinking like it would be kind of fun to do a back and forth between my character, my VTuber character, and Grace being in different images. Like have one of her, like just playing around with these creatures and studying them, and then one of me either being chased and attacked, or like maybe having reenactments of those like when creatures are reunited with their like rescuers kind of scene. Because I had a really fun drawing one, and I wanna. Oh no, I didn't. Let me see if I can do it really quick. This will only take a second. Sorry. I wanted to try something out today, and I totally forgot I was doing it. So, I come from a background of traditional drawing, so I thought, wouldn't it be fun if for March I go back to traditional drawing, but I still color in oops, sorry, don't mean to be so loud. I color in this program, and maybe I'll even make it into two different sessions so that I can sorry, I need to get some better light in here. So, or like I can divide the session. I'll have to find a way to like bounce between using the phone for a camera and or maybe what I could always just do is turn on the webcam and then aim it at just make that my second screen, and then when I'm done with it I can just close it. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, let's do that. So next time next week, starting next week, I'll do that. That's gonna be fun. I don't know what I'll be drawing, but it'd be really fun to do some traditional drawing again. But right now I'm just going to take a picture of it. Let's see. Okay. And I got to email it to myself. And then I got to... Or maybe... No, I can't. Wish there was a faster way, but this is the fastest way. Sorry. This will only take a second. I can easily just get into my email really quick. So, check an email, get in my art. Open. Thank you. Download. Okay, and now, now what I'm going to do is import image. Of course, it's the wrong orientation. There we go. Okay, let's get to work. Yay, it worked. I mean, it's tiny, teeny, tiny, but that's fine. Yeah, I can always... I don't mind that. Upscaling it's not going to hurt it much. Maybe. We'll see. Not really. There. See? Got my little my little griffin guy jumping into my arms because I rescued him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at where to go. I'm going to get some images of for like eagles, which I should have still, because I want to get the head right. And there's a couple different types, but I'm probably going to go with bald. Maybe. Yeah. Let's make this one a bald eagle, because the king of the air with the with the king of the with the king of the beasts. Sorry, I find this a good angle, because I guess this is good. Oh, here we go. Here's a couple good ones. Actually, this is perfect. If it's, I hope it's not AI generated, but it might be. I don't know. That looks kind of iffy. No, I don't think it is, because it shouldn't be. I blocked. Oops, sorry. I blocked AI art, so it shouldn't. None should come up. So. Sorry, I gotta find my glove really quick. Where'd it go? No. Floor. Floor. It's a mystery. Right there. Okay, found it. Okay, it just makes drawing on the glass easier. Yippee! Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna draw on top of this, clean it up. But I like this. I really like this idea already. Whoops, let's turn on some music, because it's been a while, and I really do like drawing traditionally. Okay. Okay. Funny music for this scene. It's the boss battle! Hug! This might be a chance to play around with the horn. Maybe not. We'll try, though. Play around with the horns a little bit. Oops. Oh, no. It's still doing that? No matter how many times I restart this computer, I need to find out why it does that. Or why it does it sometimes, but not always. There must be something in the settings that I'm just missing when I start up stream. So I hope everyone's having a good week. Mine's gotten a lot better now that it's over. So just still obviously things left to do. There always is, but at least for the moment I can catch my breath and regroup. hope everyone had it. Oops. Whoa, that was a major mess up. Hope everyone had an okay one. Kind of forgot that it doesn't really have any plumage up there. That's more of a harpy eagle, which would be fun to do too for something, for another one of these, but uppies. Thank you once cuddles. Let's get a picture, also a picture of lion, for a lion, so I can. Hang on. Okay, yes. Neat. Okay. It randomly started a new one. Good. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. I thought it started a new one. I do not understand this thing anymore. It used to work. Now it doesn't. Okay. Do lioness so I can get a better, less distracted version of it, or like, because the main's gonna get in the way of showing some of the body, so. Oh, here we go. That's a good one. That's almost exactly what I want. Do 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 do. I just thought this was, I kind of found this by accident because I was just like, wouldn't it be fun to do these this like reunion drawing with one of the prompts, and then I thought, what if I just keep doing this for all of them and just zip through a few of these kind of with like oops, let me get that reference up for the wings. Guys, they made this. This used to be a good app, and then they changed it, and now it is really hard to move around, and I don't like it anymore. I'm really disappointed. I must. Yeah, I don't know why it hates functioning correctly anymore. Because I can't even move it. That is so strange. Oh well, close it. I don't need it. Discard. Okay. Let's go back to the other page and look at the wings here. Just find what I need from this. These were fun, but this isn't really what wings look like for them, so let's fix this. This doesn't really matter. It's a fictional creature, so I can always just push it to enlarge it a little bit like this. Yeah. Do something kind of like that. Oops. Let's see. Let's just do this. Do more like that. Yeah, because the other part of the feather is really more just where the feathers start to, whoops. Start to kind of taper off. So more like that. And that kind of, I mean, I was just trying to make something, either way is fine. But I kind of want to go for maybe a little bit more, since I kind of noticed the wings looked a little too much like his. I think this makes more sense. It's kind of like, yeah, I like this. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What are the other prompts? I didn't even look because I closed that before I could see. It's today, the 27th. Music is one for that. That's my... The one I like the best is, oh, Guardian of the Forest. That'll be fun. So I'm not sure what that would be. But, I'll think of something. That would be better for, like, I'll have Grace with that one. Because this is from the 23rd. Bees. Like the back legs are the talons. hello! Thank you for dropping in. I'm just working on some Faebruary drawings, and this is the Griffin prompt. So I thought I would draw my little PNG tuber guy here, just with a little griffin jumping in his arms, because I was inspired by those videos of animals being reunited with the people that saved them at their animal preserves. Like and there was one of a lioness jumping into this guy's arms that I thought was really funny, and it just instant when I thought of this, for some reason that just came to my mind. So I thought that'd be fun to do. Thank you. Years of practice. It's it just has to become something that it's just naturally fun, even when it's, because it's going to be hard. So it has to be fun. Because like there were times where I just sat down, and I have like a whole I've collected so many books on drawing, and really it is good. They're helpful, but I mean it's more about the time you put in. Because some of them are a bit like repetitive of other ones, so like I'd say like Loomis is really good, and you can probably find those at you can just like pick one up at a bookstore and just sit down and even just like skim it, and they don't care at Barnes and Noble. They have so many people buying coffee there, I don't think they would notice if you just like read the whole thing in there. If you had to. But I mean it'd be nice to have on hand if you can afford it, but I mean if you just wanted to go in and read it once in a while, I don't think they would care. Or libraries sometimes have it. Like I know mine does, because oh wait, no I didn't. That was one I didn't. But sometimes people donate them. I donated a lot of my other art books, but I kept that one because I like that one a lot. That and what are some other ones? There's a whole bunch of really cool ones. Like Jazza from Draw with Jazza made an art book that's really cool, and I think it's pretty good for beginners. It has some really good advanced stuff in there too, but I really like how he's just really good at talking to people who are just trying to get better. But yeah, I would just say don't do what I did either, and drown yourself in like how-to videos on YouTube, because like I have a watch list that is like so long, and even with like I started to listen to the interviews podcasts with artists at work, and even then I'm barely scratching the surface of them. So I'd say just like find ones you like and put them in the background while you're working, but I wouldn't. Don't use too much of your time for that. Because like I used to listen to like Drawfee, and I still put those on in the background sometimes. They're really fun. Well, then what you should do is work on shapes. There's plenty of there actually are a few there's a few different people that could give you some. What was it, like Line? I think Line Sensei has a shape one. So does who else has shape exercises? I think a lot of people have that. Like I would just look that up on YouTube. I'm gonna do that for you right now and see if I can find something. see if I can find a good person. Oh my gosh, yeah, like Picat, which is like with a K, Pikat. They're really good. I don't know that person, but they. Yeah, I just googled it, and I like there's several people. Proco is really good. I would say go for Proco is really good for stuff with like the basics, because he has so much on there. But there's a couple, and I'd say just find whoever you can like understand the best, and just use them. Because yeah, it's all about just devoting the time, and I'm sure when you find the right person. Because with me, I found these art books that had like really cool, like comic booky, like really pop art. I mean, like a splash page kind of art. And that's what got me into studying, because I was just like, oh, I want to draw like this. Even though I was nowhere near that because I was terrible at drawing feet. Still not great, but I'm way better. And yeah, I essentially just like sat down and drew that for a long time, and then pretty much just copied their style in their art books, which is fine as long as you're using it to learn. It's not like you're making money off of it, so it's, and if you want it to be part of your art style, then I don't think that's a problem either. It's just make it yours, though, is really how it works. And if you're looking for like excuses to draw, like these art challenges are really good motivation, I think. Like I started doing them because I'm a pretty quiet person, but these got me to be social on. I started on Instagram, and I still don't have a huge following, but I mean, like, I don't do it for that reason, so I just do it because I like to. I made some friends on there, and I draw with them, and I'm really angry at Instagram right now, though. Just to warn you, because and I'm really mad they changed this, especially if you were thinking, because people like you who are beginning out or might want to start, they recently made this thing where like you have to have over 1,000 viewers or followers or whatever they're called, subscribers, whatever, in order to do a live stream. And I'm like, why do you care? What business is it of theirs how many streamers you have? Especially if you're not if you're not going into it for like photography or anything like that, you're not going to boost their numbers anyway, because it's about your art. So I thought that was always really weird when I heard that a few months ago, that they were planning on doing that. And I'm like, I met some really cool people by just going onto live drawings in there, and just inviting people in that were in my chat. I wish I could do it here. Because maybe what I'm thinking of doing eventually is setting up, because I'm not worried about Discord for me anyway. So I'll set up a Discord, and then like maybe when people start to and I would tell people about this after I got it working, but like maybe there could be like drawing sessions where like we all jam together and kind of just like try and create fun things and just goof around and tell jokes and have fun. Because I kind of miss that. Like there's this one app that let's see, what was it called again? Magma, or yeah, Eggy.io from Magma is a really great application to draw with your friends. I know a few streamers that use it. I'd like to do that too, actually. That might be another thing I do that will be maybe that'll be like I'll try and do a couple times. I'll try and find time for that as well, where I just leave it open and I just need to figure out how to like moderate it, because I don't want to like suddenly look up in a corner and be like, "What are you drawing?" I don't think anyone that watches my show would do what my usual visitors, but if someone popped in who wasn't really a normal person and just wanted to cause chaos, I want to make sure I know how to like boot them quick. But that would be really fun, I think, because I don't really think there'd be a I think it would be more fun than anything else. I'll give it a shot. I'll try and find a way to do that, because I used to love watching some artists that were like animators work in and do like those, what are they called, the Gardic phone. Yeah. But the nice thing about Magna is that it's like drawing in an art application. So you get the nice clean lines and everything. It does have limitations on how many tools you can have, but it's way more than Gardic phone, that's for sure. Gardic phone's like you can change the size of the brush and its color. That's it. I think last time I checked, that's all it did. Maybe they added more, but it's a fun. That'd be fun too, though. I might try and do some nights for that as well. It's gonna be an interesting year. I'm gonna try and get a lot of stuff going for this channel, because I miss the engagement, honestly. Back when I was on Instagram and talking to people, that was really fun. Especially if they were obscure like me, because then that make. Because I've never been really one for like caring about like. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be great if I could boost my visibility, but I'm more about like just meeting other artists. Like, this isn't a gaming channel or something, so I'm not really expecting anything huge to come from it. Like, there's only a few people who even get big numbers in the art section. So. I'm so happy. That came out. Yeah, see, that sped up my drawing time by a lot by drawing it beforehand. And I was saying before you came on that I want to try and make drawing this part of my I'm going to try and draw traditionally too. So that's going to be really fun. I miss doing that. Because I used to really. I love drawing with like graphite and water soluble graphite and ink. Like, those are my favorite. I do try. Maybe I'll try that again this year. I'll try and fumble around with my gouache. Because gouache is fun. It's just messy, and I also have some gel paint, which speed draw. Interesting. I would have to look into that, because that might be something fun to do too. Because I know that's a popular platform, so it might be a really fun way to just goof around and have some fun. I'm surprised there's not like a Minecraft version of that too, where it's just like like they put a drawing board in that and you just all get around it with your characters. Maybe I'll draw some. I started to draw other ones. So I'll put them up here just for fun. Like, this was a different type. This is the harpy eagle, because it has the plume on the top of the head. Quite it. And these ones, harpy eagles, are interesting because they're they're in, I believe, the rainforest, and they're in South America, and they zip around between trees, so they have shorter wings, but they don't need them to be long. They just zip between trees and feed on whatever is unlucky creature is in their path, because they're like 3 feet tall. So that's a big bird. Especially for a flying bird. That's pretty big for a flying bird. This one I gave it like more like a tiger tail. Yeah, let's give it the stripes. With those going down the feathers too, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of like that, where it's like maybe it's doing that like I'm about to pounce, so it's got its back legs up, kind of like it's like. Let's move the tail over. Yeah, it's gonna be doing like the what every cat does, where it's like, I see something I want to attack. Boom! Missile. Trying to give it like back legs that are kind of more like the falcon. I mean, like the eagle. Yeah. Zoom in a little bit there so you can see it better. Yeah. Yeah, the wings are tucked up here, but getting ready. Maybe it's like a few seconds from unfolding them really quick and letting loose. Yeah, I'm glad I drew that little guy too. Maybe what I'll do is, oops. Put you down there so you can be by his side. Hang on. Down here. He's like, I'm gonna tackle him next. My turn, my turn. I want cuddles. He's just like, oh no, this is getting too heavy for me. Need... Maybe he's holding it with his other hand carefully. I like this. This is fun. Bees, bees, bees. Okay, let's work on some concepts for the other ones, because that one I was able to do because I already had something drawn from work. But today is the maybe we'll try and do some of these other ones too, though. Because yeah, let's try. I said I want to try things that I'm not good at, and one of them is horses. So I'm going to draw the winged horse, the Pegasus. But I'm going to have, that's going to be, I guess, yeah, I'll have Grace trying to, like, calm it down. Horsies! Trying to decide how crazy the horse is going to be. Because I could do it like rearing up. But... It's funny how that's like there's like 3 pictures. It like in a decent trot, it standing still, or it doing that like on its hind legs, kicking in the air. And that's it. This one's really cool though. I want to draw this one. It's got the oh, what are they called? It's like those horses with the where they have the hair matted around their hooves, so it makes them look bigger. Like they're more muscular too. So like a war horse is really what they are. They're like bred for like carrying people with armor on their back. So I think they have to be pretty sturdy. They're just like muscle through their whole body. I think that's kind of the trick with horses in general, is just to think of them as this creature that's just like you really got to focus on the muscles like this, and just kind of like see where everything comes together, and then you can get creative after you've done that. shrink it down a little bit more. Or but yeah, don't. I hope you don't get discouraged because of where you are in your drawing, if that's what you're interested in. Even as a hobby, I'd say, especially as a like I started out when I was younger with this as like just for fun. Like I didn't even consider art as like an area to look into as like for money until like during college, pretty much. like or right before, I should say, because I was making a portfolio to get into graphic design. But before then, it was really just all about like getting better, improving, and just having fun. And there wasn't even that as much out there back when everything was written in hieroglyphics. No, just kidding. It is so cool now that like you can if you really like a show or something, there are several websites where you can just find the concept art and study the concept art from their library. Yeah, because I got a couple of those, but it's so much fun to just be like, I feel like drawing some like Record of Lotus War or like Yu Yu Hakusho artwork. Maybe one time I'll do that. I'll try and like put my characters in that kind of setting. That might be kind of fun. Or like Soul Eater is something I would love to put them in. Like putting Grace next to Mako, or I'm trying to think. Maybe that guy with the swords, with the samurai guy with next to Richard. That's kind of cool. This is probably my best horse, and it's all because I took my time. Watch as I wreck it. Little did he know he was 4 seconds away from spoiling everything. Wait, what? Oh no. Yeah, back leg's kind of gonna look weird, probably. It's okay. Yeah, it does. I was so close. Curse you, horse. I almost had you down. I gotta go slower. Slower. I'm trying to speed through this. See, this is why you shouldn't speed through things, because you got to really study, especially when you're using a reference. Make sure you understand the shapes of what you're drawing, because I was drawing the leg wrong there. Look at those. These things are beasts. Like, sup, brah? I'm just gonna go lift at the gym. You know, it's funny. The one movie I've never seen that I hear is really good animation is that Spirit movie, Heart of the Similarian, or the one with where it's narrated by that one actor, and but it's just about like a horse in the I think in the West. I forget, like with, and he like moves him. He like kind of escapes from this ranch and then is in the wild for a little while, then becomes part of an indigenous tribe. And ugh, my tongue today. Indigenous tribe. I'm not sure which one. They say in the movie, but I hadn't seen it. So, but anyway, yeah, and then they let him go to be with the pack that he was looking for. So, spoilers, I guess. I think that's what I think I remember from the summary of the story. I gotta fix this. I can fix it. But it seemed pretty good. The animation looked really nice. I always figured that'd be something my sister would watch because she used to be huge into horses. So. And she did the horseback riding and everything. But not me. No, thank you. That's because I think they're exaggerating here in this photo. This is gonna be Grace from my comic. She's studying. I'm gonna have her studying these creatures. She's trying to calm it down so she can take some notes on this critter. This is the hard part, getting this to look right. I think it's because the back is bowed, kind of. See, it's okay to it's okay to like draw over your work. I think sometimes like places like Instagram and other art forums, like even like Discord, unintentionally. I always like when people have I'm gonna make a sketchbook section so people can put their like rough and sketchbook and work in progress, and really encourage people to like show their process, because so much of this is just like trying something, it not working. There's been times where I've redrawn a character like several times before I get something I like. I mean, like my comic, she was June was going to be a kid in the original story, but I just figured it might be more relatable if she was a little older. So, and then I kept making her a little older. Pretty good. It still needs some work. I'd say also study some, look up some old, like, older, like, artists in general, just to look for techniques. Because, like, there's, like, Monet for color, is really good for color, and, or Van Gogh. And, like, when it comes to, like, illustrators, like, the beginning of the 1900s, there was, like, the Wyeth family, like Andrew Wyeth and N.C. Wyeth. Who was it? Yeah. And they did, and then Norman Rockwell. Like, all of those had really good art. I mean, Norman Rockwell is famous for the, essentially, like, making that art that became the Coca-Cola, like, Santa Claus, so... Like, everything about that was all because of his art. Because before then, Santa, I believe, had, Yes, Bob Ross is great. I love Bob Ross. His stuff is... It's funny. Did you know that he was a drill sergeant? It's so funny to think of that soft-spoken guy screaming down new recruits. The guy who, like, invites squirrels into his studio because he's just that much of a gentle soul. It's just like, I think he said he just kind of got it out of him, and then he just wanted to his voice just kind of calm down after that. Like, you know, beat the dickens out of this brush. Isn't that what he used to say? Yeah, I have his Twitch channel. Sometimes I put it on while I'm drawing. Oh, and James Gurney. Look at, if you like some of them, like dinosaur stuff I do, he does really good dinosaurs. Like, he made the artwork for this series called Dinotopia. So yeah, he's a great person to go for that. Like, I've looked at his art all the time. I always miss his streams though. I think he does streams sometimes. But he doesn't release videos that often because I think he's busy with, like, publishing books. And, you know, I think probably at this point being retired, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, he's really good too. I think Bob Ross would be a great person to study for, like, the patience of art, because it's like you really see how much even, like, someone as skilled as him takes, how much time it takes him to get a good painting. I mean, it's short in comparison to, like, anything that even I would do, but it's still a bit of time. It's like, because he has to, like, lay out the color first and then do some other stuff and kind of, like, slowly build it up. I did see one really cool thing about it though, where apparently someone took all of his paintings and it's like walking down a river, essentially. It's so cool. Like, all the paintings he did while doing that show, were just him setting up a painting in a new spot and just drawing that, because he would put down the foundation of it in line work and then he would paint it on the session. So, and I think he probably, maybe he took a picture for the color, but yeah, it was all. It's so cool seeing it like animated. Seeing him like walk down his favorite path. Nowadays, if you did that and you were a popular artist, you might accidentally dox yourself. It's like, oops, I kind of gave away my location. Ipsy boopsy. I'm really happy with how this is coming out, actually. I did not think I would get it even this good. Let's shrink it down a little, though. I remember at one of my apartments I had a long time ago, I had this perfect setup, although not the perfect like living situation, but that's a different story. But the upstairs was completely like no one lived up there. It was kind of just like an area where no one was allowed to live, but we turned it into this like second floor where we didn't live, but we could store like things. So my friend put his TV up there. Like I think he had like a 55 or 60 inch TV up there, and I was in the kitchen with my art supplies painting on the laminate tile because worst case scenario, if it spilled on the floor, I would just mop it up. It's like no problem at all. It was perfect. Watch now the cops break down my door. Woo! Sir, you're not... No. I'm sure he knew. But he knew that we didn't live up there either, so... And we painted that apartment for him, so... I'm pretty sure he was pretty happy that all the work we put into that place for him. Yeah, when you go into a room at night, you don't want the walls painted dark maroon. It's like, oh, cool. This is where nightmares are born. So do you think you would do fantasy if you wanted? If you did this, would you draw fantasy or sci-fi? Out of curiosity, because my friend does sci-fi, so I'm just curious. There's no wrong answer. You better say fantasy. No, I'm just kidding. But because and he's really good at it, but I'm just so bad. And I need to improve on drawing robots. I'm not very good at drawing robots. which is weird because I grew up in the time when Transformers was such a popular show, but I wasn't really drawing that much back then. Or I was, but I wasn't drawing as a main focus. So. Nice. Good answer. No, just kidding. Yeah, I just like how much like variety there is in fantasy. I mean, don't get me wrong, sci-fi you can make that kind of, but fantasy just like you could just build off of like folklore and play around with different kinds of creatures and backgrounds for different kinds of worlds that exist in fantasy. So yeah. There's and there's a couple. I mean, there's always really good books too. Like oh, what was it? Shades of Magic is a really good young adult book that I read that was really fun. Like it had a really kind of a bit silly, but not. It gets not too dark. I mean, it's no more dark than a Harry Potter book, really. So it's same level of like things can get dire, but like I guess it's a little darker now that I think about it, but not. I can't remember how much. But yeah, there's a couple that are really good. Like Neil Gaiman did that book Graveyard Book, which is really cool. And I'm trying to work through this book series called Mistborn, where people have, I'm listening to the audiobooks sometimes, and people get magical powers when they consume metal, which is kind of cool. It's very weird, but very cool. Yeah, it's always kind of fun to do that, just to like learn from other art, like authors too. Because with working on the comic, I'd like to study and see how other people build worlds. It's a lot of work. Like, then I still do like. In all honesty, I still don't have the name of the next town. I need to look. I kind of put a placeholder name in there, and I think I'm going to use it, but I'm. Oh. Well, then there's something bright to look forward to on that day. Yeah, I'm in June. Which was always really nice because I would yeah, it must be annoying because you're just starting school up whenever you have your. I guess that would be that kind of nice though, because then you could just like you want like this after like the first few classes you have your birthday, so that might be kind of nice. Whereas like mine was like all my exams or tests would be over with, and then I could go off and have fun for my birthday with like, and we would like go and see movies back when they made more of them. Back when there was more than like three in the movie theater at a time. I kind of missed those like popcorn movies that didn't really have much story. They were just like fun action. Sometimes those come out now. There's like a few. I mean, anything with like John Cena in it now seems to be a popcorn movie. So he likes to do goofy movies. So. And I heard that Keanu Reeves is going to do the second Constantine movie, so that might be kind of fun. Even though, I mean, obviously Constantine's supposed to have blonde hair and be an English guy, but I like Keanu Reeves. He's a fun actor. She's standing on a stump because she can't reach up to him. That's kind of weird looking. I don't like that. Never mind. But yeah, there used to be like all these like action movies during the or in June that would come out, and they would just like count on people just being right getting out of school and needing a movie to watch. Now they kind of just do Marvel stuff, which is fine. I mean, I'm not a I I know in the past I've on here I've said I've sounded kind of jaded about them, but I don't really have any like truly negative feelings about um and Marvel. I've just kind of lost a little bit of interest, but I'm not. It's not like I don't actually hate it. Like if they made something that I might be interested in, maybe I would go back to it. But I just haven't really seen anything that they're doing that I'm really interested in. Like if they did well, for instance, if Spider-Verse, when that comes back, I'm gonna watch that because I love Spider-Verse. I might watch that live action Johnny Cage movie with where he's Spider-Man Noir because he's really funny. But I don't really care about the Avengers right now. And if you do, that's fine. Sorry, I'll be right back. I need to get some water. on screen is nice, but I mean, it's, I'd say focus on just drawing on paper for a while. I mean, if you do like find you have like someone that will get you one, or like you can save up for it, sure. But I'd say understanding how to draw, how to do the hand gestures, and how to get that loose feeling, and just like understanding how to build the structure of bodies, and like how to show muscle and all that stuff, it takes a while. So I'd say it's easier to do that with pencil, where you don't have to also learn software. Because don't get me wrong, there's like really cool stuff with software. Like you can get like awesome color effects where like I can just, oops, sorry, I need to restart that, where you can like get special brushes that are look like random things. Well, that just looks like that, but there's, here we go, here's some of the ones where it's like cool stuff like that. Or this is like almost like a spray paint kind of, where like get this crazy texture. But I mean, like, if I didn't play around with like paints and pencils and ink, I wouldn't really appreciate like how interesting this is. Because like once you see the limitations of ink, then working with this makes more sense and becomes less random, because you know what you're trying to do, kind of. Let me come on a black horse, because that would be cool. They're very dark. Whoops. No. Well, you know what? I can do this. I don't want to undo everything. But yeah, see, there's like brushes like this where I get this cool texture, like a charcoal. Because I'll be honest, I think this screen I'm drawing on now, I got back in like 2020. So I had a much smaller screen before this, and before that I had a minuscule screen, which I regret. I probably didn't even need that one. And before that I used the version where it's not a screen you draw on, it's just a pad that is like, it's like drawing using a mouse pad kind of. And those are nice too. I've seen people who say they like those even more in some cases, but it's really all whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, see, like this has got a cool like effect, or like a greeniness to it. But even when it comes to like pencils, there's like I was saying, there's like water soluble graphite, or there's pencils, or there's colored pencils. So there's a bunch of choices even with that. So I would just say, like, yeah, just use colored pencils. And if you have access to computers, cool, learn that while you can, but I would just focus on getting better at the fundamentals. There's all the principles of of art. Because that way you'll learn the majority of it before you have the undo button, which will be good for you. Because yeah, it's very nice and I like it, but sometimes it's nice to not have that, so that you're forced to stick with what you got. Do 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 do. Plus, there's sometimes like especially if there's some art stores have art classes, so I would look into that too. Like if you have any like Michaels or what else was there? There's Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure how many classes they had because I tried to teach a class there and they said they probably wouldn't be able to hire me because I was going to try and teach a either a comic class or a fantasy class and just for part-time, and that they couldn't find a spot for me, so I was like, oh darn. I'm gonna try that again. Actually, that might be kind of fun. Because I remember one time I used to go to these like summer camps with my friend, and we would they would just be in like the library, and we would just draw for the entire day, and then like yeah, and you got to draw outside and learn how to draw nature, and it was fun. But yeah, just being able to draw, like, my hand's nice. And the nicest thing about it now that I didn't have back when I first was looking into screens to draw with is there's like so many alternatives to Wacom. Like there's the Huion and XP, and there's a couple. And honestly, when you're starting out, like I know some like reviews will seem critical on certain things, but most people are really good about like being like, this is pretty good for people who are beginners. This one's better for people who are doing this professionally. So, because I mean, when I started out, I got a really cheap Huion so that I could have a 24 inch TV, not TV, screen, and that was nice. I guess even in like Japan, they even have one that you can hook up to your phone, like a little drawing pad, so you can just like hold your phone in one hand and put the drawing pad on your lap and draw. And that I'm like, that's crazy. I wonder how much battery life that eats, though. That would probably eat away at your phone pretty quick. I wish there were more stores that would just have drawing pads available for people to try out. But unfortunately, other than like special events, that's not really a possibility. Or unless you like live in like certain, I think there's like certain places in like the UK where they do have the stores, but I don't remember where. So, but you got to see me draw probably one of my best horses. So, yippee! I I draw on the Cintiq right now. I do also have an Apple um, iPad Pro, and that's nice. But I kind of doodle on it, rough ideas, and then I bring them over to my Cintiq, which, like I said, I only got recently. So yeah, and it's like a 24-inch screen that I draw on with a special pen that has two buttons on it, so I can hit the undo button. Which is why you keep hearing that song repeat sometimes because for some reason it's hooked up to my to my OBS, and it keeps restarting my songs, and I don't know why. It's like it's a mystery. We'll never know. Yeah. The best thing about these though is that like they are pricey, but they last forever. So like this is they already have a better version of this, but I don't want to buy it because there's no reason to. It already, I mean, it's such a nice tool, and I don't see a reason to like put money into one that just draws a little better when I could just learn to draw a little better. It's like sure there's the newer one's probably nice and it has some nice extra features, but I don't if as long as I keep learning to draw, it's like there's no reason I would need it. It might save me some time, but I'd rather just save the money. Let's do some blending or some. Yeah, the Cintiqs are really nice. They are expensive though. Although the I think the 16 one Wacom 1, I think, I mean it's still pricey, but it's on the lower end. It's like I think like 400 or something like that, which I know is still a lot, but compared to any of the bigger ones, that's pretty tame. And I have drawn with my finger. I I know this one. I've drawn. I've seen him draw. I don't think I've had the chance to draw with him yet. But there's this one artist that's a comic book artist, and he draws with his finger, and he makes the comic with his finger. And I just stare slack jawed whenever I watch. I'm just like, how do you do that? Because whenever I draw with my finger, it becomes a hodge. That's where I get blobs, is when I'm drawing with my finger. I don't know how he must just have learn to control it over time, but I do not have that control. But yeah, no, it's I like it though. it's fun to bounce between the two. And like I said, like this is probably this is what I started doing was with my back when I first started drawing online. Was with the other one where I would just draw traditional, and then I would take it in and draw the entire drawing afterwards. Yeah, like I would color it. But yeah, I'm really happy with that though. So it's coming along good. Let's do. I want to see if I can do. How much time is it? We're doing pretty good. I can do a few more, or at least one more. Let's see, what's another prompt? Oh yeah, today's. Creature you did in the past. I did vampire already. Oh yeah, for vampire, I drew one of my friend's characters. She's a VTuber, so I drew her VTuber character, and I'm pretty proud of it. It came out really good. Like I put her in like a Castlevania kind of drawing, and gave her like the cool like red moon in the background, and her little pet penguin that's like her mod on her channel. So I thought that was fun. Oh, that's the fairy from before. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that came out. Let's see. Maybe yeah, I'll try and draw the like a forest guardian kind of thing. It might be really. I imagine it being a really bulky, big thing. So I'm going to start with a really soft shape and kind of work into it. Like some kind of like giant deer kind of thing. Or part deer, part something else. Yeah, just like this like really big creature that could be a carnivore. Like maybe it's part wolf, part deer. Like the kind of like the fox deer from Hilda. I want a fox deer. See, but the nice thing about soft edges is now I don't. It just that lets me just see it as a shape, so I don't focus too much on it on the small details like whether a foot looks right or something. At first, anyway. So I can always go in and clean it up. Plus, this might just be a reference, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have an idea. I just thought of something. Maybe. Yeah, I had a thought. They happen from time to time. I think I'm gonna make this, oops. Maybe make this creature drinking from a pond and my character's fishing in the foreground. So like this hulking beast thing will be just like in all the background and he's just like looking over like, okay. Friend? Friend, foe, friend? Hopefully friend? Like, you big and scary, I hope you're friend. I mean, it's not even paying attention to him because it's so much bigger. He's just like, I'm just whistling over here, do 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 do, minding my own business while I fish. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Maybe it's got like a big frog kind of like throat. He's just like, I'm minding my business. Don't pay no attention to me. Just fishing over here. This thing's got like thorns this like briar patch on its back that's like part of it, which is like those bushes that are full of like thorns. So yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure if you have those around you, but I remember walking through the forest and accidentally catching something like that, where you just like, you think everything's great, and then all of a sudden you look down and ouch, you got you got scratched. Although the worst thing to step up to surprise you, I think it was always those that, I forget what it's called, but it's a type of grass that's like a weed that has like thorn. It's like got really long, like needles on it that like kind of, those ones like you'd brush against one of those and it's just like, ugh. It's like, oh boy, that really hurt. Bum ba dum bum bum. Oops. Did I fix that horn? Put him more on the side. Or I guess up there is fine, because it also has ears. So these or maybe it just has a really big kind of like really big mouth. He's just like, yep, I'm just over here. He's just gulping it up, the water, and going for fish. Maybe I'll make him even bigger by putting him further away. Yeah. So he's like a threat that's like way over here, and he's going to be like really hazy in the distance. Like, it's like, I think I see something over there. What's that? Oh no, I didn't mean to look. I shouldn't have looked. I wish I didn't know what was over there. Oh no. It's scary. It's big. I don't like it. Is it looking at me? Yep. Oh, it's looking at me. Yeah. Maybe it has another set of arms that are even bigger behind it, like this, kind of like, just like in the shadow, kind of. He's just like, Father? Father? He's not sure where some of the parts of him came from. Like, he's got like dragon wings and tail, but he's also got like the wings are actually kind of almost more like harpies or something, because they have those talons on them. So he's like, I don't know what you are. This one I'm just goofing around having some fun, because I don't know. A guardian, I imagine, would just be something really big, so there's really no wrong answer. So I'm just making it the most hodgepodge looking thing I can think of. So like do 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 do. Just over here with my fish. Maybe he doesn't even see it. Actually, that might be even funnier if he's just kind of like looking at his fish, like, do I keep it? So I guess this isn't as big as I was hoping. But I guess it'll do. Clean it up though. Oops, actually I'm gonna move this over here. Oh well. Forgot that was all in one layer. Oh well. Probably not the best thing to do, but I don't care because this is like just a quick drawing because we're near the end of the month anyway, so. Not sure if I'll finish this one, but it's still fun to come up with the idea. Actually, he shouldn't be facing because that doesn't make sense. They wouldn't see it if he was facing that way. So I'm going to make his body facing this way. So he's kind of like looking a little bit sideways, but he's facing the audience. He's just like, He's kind of just checking out the fish like, keep it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe no. Meanwhile, this thing's just studying him carefully like, eh. Or maybe even it's also ignoring him, kind of. It's like, he's not a threat. He's got like... It's got like 4 eyes. As these extra long limbs, it helps to launch it through, but yeah, but it's also, it's just, it protects the forest. It's not going to hurt anyone. It's there to eat the fish. So yeah, but I know what you mean. It's kind of, it is kind of got that creep factor to it, doesn't it? Kind of makes me think of the Beast from but that was more like a person, but in over the garden wall there's this thing called the Beast. Besides, my guy could take it. He's fought dragons. He would just send that thing in the other. He would just wrestle with it until it realized that he wasn't something that it could eat. And then it would run. I mean, even looking at him, it probably is like, I don't like those spikes on his body. They probably hurt. Probably not worth the fight. I'm just gonna get scraped up. But yeah, there's different types of fairies. Some are like, oops, am I in the wrong layer? No, good. Wow, I was actually on the right layer for once. But yeah, there's certain fairies, and some are like just are always kind, but they can be tricksters, and then there's other ones that are kind of more unpredictable and at times can be dangerous, and this is more in that group. But this one's more on the wild side, so it's not really smart. It's just an animal. So it probably will just be like, I'm gonna eat some fish and I'm gonna leave. This guy's much stronger than fish, so easier just to eat the fish and leave. Kind of makes me think of a Ben 10 monster, kind of. Kind of what I was going for a little bit with it. Where it's got like this, like a kind of a hybrid, like it's like a wolf and a frog, and because it's got like this squat kind of look. Or it's like a wolf, but with a mane that's made out of plants. I was going to give it antlers, but that's... I kind of like just the massive fur on its back. Kind of, like you said, kind of makes it more eerie. And then I'm just gonna I know what to do. I'm gonna flatten this down. And then cut this. Cut and paste. And then we'll do blur. There we go. Did it do it? That didn't really do much, did it? Not really showing up yet. I guess it's because it's so loose that blurring it really doesn't do much to it. Let's see what motion blur does to it. Whoa, that does a lot. That certainly makes... That's cool if it was moving. Nah, this one it's gonna be not moving. That's a good thing to think about for the future if I ever want to make something like coming down really quick. Radio. This is kind of cool. Taking its time. Maybe? Let's just see how... Kind of cool. See if I can just play with that. Kind of... Doom, doom, doom. Don't worry, I'll move off of this one soon. I just want to get like, oops. Well, I guess now it's not as blurred, is it? It's like a Samurai Jack kind of monster, or something like that. Maybe it does have small horns. Yeah. Oops. Carve away at it now and kind of make a cleaner shape. Oops. Oh, that's fine. Oops. It's got a big fluffy tail. I know that's a silly thing to say with something like this, but I'll finish the rest later. I just want to get that much in just to show like its size. Yeah, let's get back to work on the other ones. Horses! Maybe like a mockingjay, it has like this tinge of blue in its wings. It's gonna be kind of pretty. Pretty happy that I've even gotten this much done tonight, because like I didn't think I would make even a couple roughs, but a few of these are really close, so I could probably finish them by the end of the month. Like, I really want to finish this one up, because I'm really proud of the fact that I did a horse. I did a horse this month! Yippee! Good for me! I didn't run from it. They are enormous creatures. Like it's one of those ones where like thank you. It's where you think you know how big a horse is, and then you step up to one, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not scared. I'm gonna show this giant beast who's boss. Yep, me. Sure, I'll do it. Help. Maybe I'll put like a gradient to the blue. Which just means that it'll like lightly shift into this from black to blue. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Maybe a little bit lighter on the feet. Yeah. I like this. This is coming. You know, I was gonna put like a maybe a glow on parts of it. Where's the glow? Like, where's my Kirby crackle? Kirby, where are you? Lightning. Lightning's cool, but I don't need it for this guy. Weird, I thought it was. Is it? No. Looking for a specific brush that kind of has a cool effect to it. If it shows itself. I'm gonna look. Oops, nope, not that one. That one might be better for like the. Yeah, like the tail feathers and the. I mean the tail and the hair a little bit. Where's my Kirby crackle? They need to make like a search function on this so I can just find them quick. Oops, no, that's no good. Yeah. There. I'm about to just use anything. I'm not sure where it went. It's weird. This is fine, I think. No, it's not. But I'll try it. I can use it for... some of that. But what I want to get colored is the eye, because I wanted to make the eye bright. Oh, this is good for this. Kind of cool. Yeah, kind of cool. Trying out some stuff. Thank you. I'm just happy that this came out good because like horses are just something I just don't draw much, so I don't think I'm very good at them, but I'm glad that this one came out good because yeah, usually it's like kind of flaring up and kind of lighting up its wings and getting kind of a little bit annoyed, but it's like, give me some space. She's like, easy. Ooh, what if I let me see if I can find it. I was thinking of this earlier where I was gonna put like spots on its back that look like kind of like stars. If I can find that brush. Who knows where it went? Whoops. What is this? No, this isn't what I want. Yeah, no, this is just a texture brush. Ah! I'll find. kind of imagine its mind, in its mind, it's like, oh no, dangerous human! I'm gonna attack them and protect the herd. I'm gonna. Is that an apple? Ooh, apple shiny. It's like, turns out just a little hungry. Is this the one I want? No. I will find it. I'm determined. This is... Oh, hold on. That was kind of a brush I could use, maybe. Right? No, those are Those are splotches. I don't want splotches. I want dots. Dun, 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 dun. This kind of works too, I guess. Or this could be a... Oh, this is good for like building back up the muscle, because it's kind of got a blend to it, so I can get some of the edges back. Yeah, I can see it's like a watercolor brush. Very cool. I guess it's not here. This is the problem with having so many brushes, though. It's like you just get like kind of drowned in them. This is kind of cool. Maybe I'll do this instead. Yeah, let's just do this. I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that looks kind of cool. Like and then I can put like a glow effect on top of it. Yeah, like that. That looks kind of cool. And then maybe just what I could do is to make even look even cooler, I'll make it like a darker scene, so the horse is gonna stand out more. Yeah, kind of like that. Just a bluer color, and I'll make it so maybe she'll even be lit up by it, kind of like it's a night scene where she's carefully walking up to this creature. But yeah, I like it. Let's just work on her a little bit, and then that'll probably be it. So let's clean her up a little, because I like this. This came out really good. Oops. Well, actually, no, that's perfect. I didn't even mean for that to work out like that. I'm like, oh, oops, I put the color in the weird spot, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, it could be lighting her up. Perfect. Yeah, I like this. this. I like special lighting like this. Sometimes is really fun. Like when you have a night scene and. I mean, animals that glow are just so interesting to begin with. Like, there's like those bioluminescent there's like fish that glow in the deep sea. It would be really cool if like animals. I think there's some that there's like things like fireflies and stuff, but it'd be cool if like mammals could do that. I know that there's some that are that show up differently in. I think it's what was it black? Was it black light or was it? I forget what light it was, but they glow differently. Like they have a different color. It's like a platypus and the and scorpions apparently both have it. And I don't know why with the platypus, but I'm sure there's a reason. Oh, that would have been good for the other guy, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, this is a. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back to him really quick. I just want to put these in him. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Back to the fun drawing. That brush just worked really good for what I wanted. So I'm like, I better go take care of it now before I lose it again. Do 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 do. Where is she? I think she's here. Oh, I found her. Yippee! I want to fix her hair. Yay! Apple! She's just wearing like these earth tone clothing, kind of. She's not gonna even be doing that. She knows better than that. I was gonna be like, she's trying to get in close. She really just wants to feed it to gain its trust. So, touching it right away would be a bad idea. I'm really happy with this, though. I didn't know. I did not come on here tonight being like, I'm going to draw a horse. It was like you saw it live with me being like, I guess it's time to draw a horse. That's pretty cool. I like that. Maybe put a few highlights in the hair, too. And on the hair. Tip of the tail, maybe. Can have like a little bit. Yeah. I'm liking it though. It's coming along nice. Nope. Just gonna. No. I think I'm asking too much of myself there. I was gonna try and draw it like it snorting. Maybe I'll just put a motion blur on its nose, so that it kind of like looks like it's like exhaling air really hard. Yeah, like he grumps. Oops. Gonna do that for her hair, actually. Oops. Okay. Maybe like the grass and all the plants in this area. Maybe I'll have like a purple kind of glow to them. That'd be kind of cool. Like there's these. I love playing around with the effects of certain brushes. Oops. Nope. No. Back. Okay, I was gonna do that. I'll stay with the dark blue. Yeah. Did that do anything? Kinda? Yeah, it did a little bit, I guess. Yeah. Let's clean up some of these feathers. I think it'll be it. Something. Has very long hair. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I'm liking it. I think it looks pretty good. I'll probably play around with the light and the dark in it some more, but those are too. I'll take out the ones on the front feet. Back feet look okay. Front feet. Seems kind of weird to have that. Do some random specks instead, kind of like polka dots. Maybe. It doesn't look bad. Yeah. Cool. I like this a lot. I'm sure it needs a little bit of cleanup, but I'm really excited with it. Oops. Except that. Yeah, I don't like that. Too bright. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Yeah. That looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Just need some final things I'll finish off. Yeah. Off of here, but I don't like those. Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty close. I'd say it barely needs anything if on the touch-ups, really. Just more like... Cool. I like it. thought I knew what that was. I'm just gonna do like a final few things. Oh, that would be cool, but no, I won't do that. Curious what this is. Oh, it's the lightning. Nope, not that. Cool, but not for this drawing. Oh yeah, this is my magic stuff. I found some brushes for doing magic spells, like that. This looks pretty cool, but not for this drawing. Yeah, blue light coming off of it. Oh, I do like. Kind of cool. Especially when I can play around with it and make it more. There we go. That's what I wanted. It's a brush that's got like a little bit of light speckles. Just for like a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe like a little bit. Nope. Too much. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then I'll just put. What should I do? Maybe. Whoops. Not the whole thing. Maybe do another gradient, but just make this one in the background. Whoa! Burn! And then we'll put in nope, not that brush. Sorry, I'm trying to get like a come on. Work with me here, please. I thought it'd be kind of cool to put stars above it. That looks more like. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Does not look like stars. That looks like gravel or something. Oops. Well, that's bright. That's not the right size. Yeah, it's debris. That's good for under his feet. It's, mm, not really. Never mind. Sorry. I thought I liked it, but I don't. There's a very specific brush, or like at least if I use one of these, I have to get the thing. See, that doesn't look like. Those are clouds. That's cool, but that's not what I need. These? No. Come on. Weird. Oh well, you know what? I'm just. I wish I had a brush that was. Wait, I do. Maybe just this. I'll find something else. But I don't know if I like this though. At least not that opaque. Not as dark. That made it darker. Why darker? Okay, there we go. I'm like, wait, why did it get darker when I did that? Cool. Okay. Oh, well, sure, if you want to do the easy way. Oops. There we go. Jeez. Works for me. What? Oops, I didn't mean to. I did it on the wrong layer. Ah. Okay. There. Already I know, but I don't care. Oops. It'd be fun to put something... Nope. Why can't it? It's like one size, or it's either they're like take up the screen or they're tiny little dots. Yeah, this is too tacky. Sometimes I'll use these brushes if it's for just fun for something else, but this is, I don't want to do that for this. Let's see. You know what? I have one more thing to do, and I think this is good. And that is... adding in back into line for the ears. Yeah. I was pretty proud of that. I like it. I think that's good for today. We're almost at 3 hours. This was fun. I didn't know I would do so much work on a horse ever. So, and I'll finish up this one. I never even colored it. Wow. Okay. I'll do that one tomorrow then. So tomorrow will be the last day but on Twitch. So this is the last day for YouTube. But yeah, I'm really happy, and thanks Sugar Games Fund for I'm not sure if you're still around, but thanks for your company. It's nice. It was nice having someone even just around to talk to. So yeah, appreciate it. It's coming along pretty good. I only have a few things left to do, but it's really just like minor things now that I'm just gonna nitpick with, and I'd rather just call it here, and yeah. So thanks for everyone who dropped by, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all again on Wednesday, where we'll be starting probably that drawing challenge I said, where I'll try and draw. I'm going to see if I can do it traditionally. I probably can. I'll figure out a way, because I would just have to... Yeah, it's possible. I can give it a shot. The lighting in here's not... Well, I can make it pretty good. So yeah, I'll give that a shot. We'll see how it looks. If it doesn't work out, then you know what? I'll just go back to like drawing the traditional part before the stream, and then draw on top of them. Because like... Yeah, because it was fun. So, yeah, thanks everyone who, yeah.